All right, watch out, blockheads. There's a new kid on the block.
And it's an
ET exclusive.
You got the right stuff.
What's something that fans can expect from this show that they've never seen before from New Kid?
Oh,
You
man.
want to give us the? We got to give away the secrets.
Just one.
Just to ET.
You know, just one to ET.
Well, it's Vegas.
Yep.
Right? So
Exactly.
there is an expectation of going outside of our comfort zone a little bit. Yet, at the same time, it's really important for us to remember who we are and what our experience is as a show. We're bringing a little bit of Vegas to the new kids, but we're bringing a lot of the new kids to Vegas.
To the Strip.
We don't get on stage to say, look at us.
Yeah.
We get on stage and say, join us. You know, it's like it's a communal experience, if you will, and that's going to be there at any new kid show, including in Vegas. But we're going to bring some of the Vegas elements, the things you can only do in Vegas, the dreams you can only dream in the craziest place in the world.
And I keep thinking about that. We are in the capital of Razzle Dazzle. We have, the world is our oyster, really. So we are actually doing things that we always wanted to do, but never really had the capacity to do so. So that is really exciting.
Starting Friday, NKO-TV will play 24 shows for the Right Stuff residency inside Dolby Live at Park MGM. But are these guys, all in their 50s, really ready?
We're just days away from the first show, so how are we feeling? Okay, they're still rehearsing.
We're gonna be clean. We're
Go
cleaning it up.
We're feeling like we always feel, a little unprepared, but excited.
Yeah.
And that excitement just makes us work more and
it.
try to get it right.
Yeah, we've been working.
You guys been working.
Working.
Y'all breaking a sweat or what?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're definitely breaking a sweat. You know, at first you get a little used to it, and then you start breaking the sweat, especially when we start like refining things and drilling things. And plus we want to be ready, because like when you get on stage, the adrenaline just kicks in and you just go crazy, basically.
You get into character.
You get into character.
Right.
Yeah, so we want to be ready for that.
Danny, I see you're not skipping the gym. You're staying ready, okay? This guy's always ready, isn't he?
Danny stays ready, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't want that feeling of getting back into shape, so I try to stay ready, and then I amp it up when we're
So you don't have to go backwards, you're just going forward.
Exactly.
I love it, I love it.
Step by step. Ooh, baby.
Another treat for blockheads? They've re-released one of their biggest albums.
The 35th anniversary of Step by Step. I mean, when you look back to that time, there it is right there. See, you still got it. There it is.
It's the tape on my sneakers.
That's
what's
is that the
helping out.
secret?
Yeah.
Okay, see, this is when you know we're at the rehearsal. Y'all are making sure you're slipping and sliding the way you're supposed to, right?
Exactly.
Hey, girl.
Describe what that album did for you and the legacy of New Kids on the Block.
I remember when the day Jordan recorded that vocal.
Ooh, baby. Gonna get to you, girl.
And he brought it to us. We were playing in LA, actually, and he played it for us in the back of a limo. And I remember how proud he was of that vocal, actually. I mean, he's a great singer, but I remember, like, he knew what he had in his hand. You know what I mean? He knew what he just did with Maurice, our producer. He was like, yo. And he never says yo.
Biggest single ever in his hand.
Jordan never says yo, and he was like, yo. And he didn't, he just had to say it once, and like, sure enough, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And, you know, to come from Hangin' Tough, a huge album, how are you gonna follow that up? And we actually did in the biggest way possible with that single.
Jordan recorded Step by Step in a hotel room, right? We all did. I remember
you're on
we'd
the
be
road.
like, I'm going
Yeah.
to room 602 to record my song tonight. The re-release we gotta re-listen to it and find songs that we forgot we even recorded. It gives us a chance to relive it. The fans get to relive it and re-experience it in their way, right? But now that we're revisiting this album, it's like all these memories come back, and we actually get to appreciate it in a way that we didn't all those years ago, because, you know, it was chaos in our
Exactly,
lives.
you're at the peak of New Kids,
it was
right?
crazy.
Actually, out of all these guys, I probably have the least memories because it was just a blur to me.
bet, yeah.
You know, so I love hearing stories they tell.
Can y'all speak to the bonus materials a little bit more that fans can expect?
We have the album.
Oh,
John
there we
Knight. We found a hidden song featuring John Knight and Jordan Knight on lead vocals.
Okay.
Dug it up.
Is always a special thing.
Yeah, what's it called?
I love
I love my girl.
Okay,
I love my girl.
Yeah.
I love my girl.
Yeah, there's a couple
He
of
was
unreleased
talking about his
songs.
duck or his his goat, one of his goats. One of his
Yeah, a lot has changed since then, huh?
I love my girl.
But John, do you remember recording that song?
No.
I remember.
Well, we're about to listen to it.
I remember going to the studio with John and recording that song. Wow. Yeah. It was in L.A. actually.
There was another. I'm a little upset because John's bonus track made it, but mine didn't. What's up with Toasties?
Toasties. Well, Toasties was released.
We had a song called Toasties. Oh,
It was
so it
exclusive.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It had its moments.
Maybe your
It
40.
didn't make the album.
40th anniversary.
There you go.
40th
There
anniversary,
you
we'll
go.
get it back out. You guys have done world tours, obviously have hit records and now Vegas residency. What's still on the bucket list for this group?
That's a tough one though, right? You know, I mean, I've just been thinking recently as we're getting ready to go to Vegas, like, how do you top this? This is a career milestone, you know? I'm sure we'll figure out something.
I think it's.
Any
I
ideas,
think
guys?
it's. I think it's a movie,
There you go.
but playing ourselves. I'm thinking New Kids meets Hangover.
He's not kidding. There's a tiger in there. No, there isn't.
Or, which is a tougher sell, New Kids the Musical,
Oh, Broadway might be dope.
where we have actors playing ourselves, but we come out at the end every night and we sing like 3, 4, 5 songs.
I love it.
Or
You know what I'm
real new
saying?
kids. Or real new kids of Boston. Joe was talking about. Joe was saying we should take a trip together. Just do a
You
trip
should.
without
On the
being
trip,
a
bring
band.
a film crew.
Just,
That's true.
Go on a vacation
That's true.
to like an
That's
island
true.
and see what happens.
And just
I'm
be
like,
fabulous.
Oh, like
There you go.
Housewives.
That's
Let's
the least
go.
amount of work.
There you go.
Yeah.
He wants a
Yeah.
free trip.
Yes.
I want to see how
Yes.
long we last before
Yeah.
we're like throwing drinks at each other.
Well, no, you understand that every never go out.
Johnny, you have a new show actually, Boston Blue, coming out this fall. I mean, are we trying to recruit the guys for a cameo? That's what I want to know. You're number one on the call sheet, so you have a say.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
sneak down to the set every day because I still live in Boston, so I'm gonna be in the background.
It would be fun. I don't know if Danny Reagan is a New Kids fan though, but maybe he can
But
bump into
Boston.
them. Maybe he can bump into them.
They're Boston legends.
I
new
know, I
kids,
love
you know?
this.
So,
I like where you're going.
I'm just saying. You're in Vegas for a long stretch, so who's most likely to hit the blackjack table after the show?
These guys.
Really?
Me and Jordan.
You two?
Yeah.
Okay.
We take casinos
It's
down.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then who's ordering room service and calling it a night?
What's that?
Danny. Yeah, he's probably waking up early
yeah.
in the
Danny's
next
calling
morning.
it a night. I'm calling it a night too, but I probably wouldn't order room service.
Room service. He's like,
Because I don't have the patience to wait for it, and then I'll just be hungry.
Danny's gonna be walking to the gym at 5 a.m., passing me and Jordan
Going
at the
home.
blackjack table.
Oh, still at the table. Still at the table. You know, if you guys ever need a sub or an understudy, like I could be ready by June 20th. What can you show me right now?
Maybe we should do a step-by-step move in honor of stuff.
Okay,
right.
let's do that.
You gotta put your hands, lock your hands.
Yep.
Yep. 1 and 2. Oh, there. 3 and 4.
Oh wait, we're in the wrong way.
There's an and in the middle. There's an and in the middle.
3 and 4.
Okay,
And,
so
now switch feet. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay?
And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
This is called
There you go.
groove training.
You did it.
I got a little too confident there. I got a little nervous there for a second. All right.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2.
One more time. One more time.
Oh, we'll go
Which
slow.
one?
We'll go
This
slow.
way
Left
or
foot
this
first?
Right, we'll go
See,
right.
I thought it was
at
right
this
foot.
point, if you think too much,
Yeah.
we'd all miss.
All right, just tell me
We'll
what
go
foot.
that way
Is it to
first.
that?
Okay.
Right leg.
Right leg.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2.
Yay!
Hey! You guys. Hey! I'm ready. Let's go. I got the right stuff. Okay.